As a content creator, one of the most important aspects of our content is going to be our audio quality. And so our good friends over at FiFine has sent us over the SC3 Gaming Audio Mixer, which is targeted for both gamers and live streamers by providing us with a couple of features like auto-tune, voice changers, and of course everybody's favorite RJ And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to unbox this, and we're going to see if this is truly worth adding into your gaming setups. So jumping straight into the unboxing, the SC3 does come with a few essentials. First, you get the user manual, a 3.5mm headphone jack, a USB-C to USB-A connection cable, and finally the SC3 Audio Mixer. Now on the back of the mixer, you are provided with a Type-C port for powering the device, a line out port for connecting to an external audio device like speakers, a headphone port for your headphones, a line in port for your phone or tablet, a headset port, as well as an XLR port with a dynamic and condenser switch. Now, one of the things that I want to point out is that you're not provided with an XLR cable with this mixer, and so you are going to have to go to Amazon to purchase one separately, which you can get for roughly around $10. And so since I do have one, I'm going to be pairing this up with the AM8 USB dynamic microphone, which is also from FiFine. And I've actually done a full review on this specific microphone on my channel a few months ago. And so if you guys actually want to check out this particular microphone, I'll make sure that I'll leave a link to that video down in the description below so that you guys can go ahead and check it out. Okay, so I'm now on the AM8 microphone, and right here we have the SC3 gaming mixer now plugged in. And so if we take a look at the front of the SC3, we have 4 volume sliders for controlling your mic, your line in, your headphones, as well as your line out connections. And so if I were to just bring up the slider, you can tell that the sound of my microphone has now gotten much louder. And so if I were to bring this down, you can tell that it's getting softer until I were to bring it right back up. Now below that, we have 3 mute buttons as well as a mic monitor button, which basically will allow you to hear your own voice in real time, so that way you know what your audience hears for whenever you're speaking into the microphone. Now above that, we do have our LED indicator, which shows your microphone, which you can see currently moving, as well as your headset indicator for whenever you're listening to something through your headset. Now on the left, you have the phantom power button for condenser mics. So if I were to just press this right here, you can basically now tell a complete difference in the way on how my microphone sounds. And so below that, we have a auto tune button, and there's about 12 different auto tune options in which you can choose from. And so if I were to just press this once, you can now basically tell a difference in the way on how my microphone sounds. And so as you can tell, this is not really made for like talking purposes. I mean, because it doesn't really sound all that good. However, if I were to just go through the rest of the auto tune options that they have, I'm not really able to tell a difference in the different keys. But let me know if you guys can actually tell a difference, because right now I started in B flat, but I'm now in like E. But if I were to do something like then I mean, you can tell that there is some auto tune here. Does it sound good? Probably not with my voice, but maybe to somebody else who can actually sing, then yeah, it might sound better. Now if you just wanted to come back to your original voice, then the only thing you have to do is just hold it down for roughly around 2 seconds and your mic will come back to normal. Now on the top right hand side, you do have your LED indicators. And so this has roughly around 6 different LED or RGB presets that you can filter through. So right here we have a rainbow option. You have an option that just filters through the different colors. You have like a fade option. You have like a rotation option. And then you also just have some basic colors here. So like red, blue, orange, green, yellow, and then like a cyan blue. Now, one of the fun things about this mixer here is the voice change options.
And so the first option is called male. So apparently this is what a male is supposed to sound like. And one of the cool things about this voice change option is that if you would like alter your voice around, it's going to basically alter and it's going to adjust to your voice. Now, I feel like I sound like something from Family Guy or like American Dad. Yeah, like Peter, you know, like, I don't know.
And so this option right here is called female. So this is a woman's voice, and let me know if I sound like a woman. I don't think that I sound like a woman, but this is pretty fun to use. If I don't say so myself. Now,
The next option is called Robot, Ultron. I'm not really a fan of this one per se. I don't really care for this one at all. Then the next one they have is called Monster. So if you feel as if like you're in like some kind of horror film or whatever, if you want to sound like a monster, then this is what you're going to use.
Now the next one is called Baby, and this is like my most favorite one out of this entire mixer. I don't know what a baby is supposed to sound like when it's like actually talking, besides the goo goo gaga. But I will say that I sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Like if you've ever watched any of the movies, I sound exactly like, I believe, like Theodore. I sound like Theodore from Alvin and the Chipmunks. Won't you take me to Funky Town? 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 Yeah, so that's called Baby. Now the next
One is called Elder. And so this is what an elder sounds like. I think this one sounds a lot more normal than the previous ones. But yeah, so these are the 6 different voice changes that this mixer offers.
And so, as I mentioned before, just hold it down for 2 seconds and you'll come right back to the original microphone sound. But yeah, the voice changes are very fun. I like actually using those. So you can use this if you want to like troll somebody on video games. So maybe like Fortnite, if you want to troll somebody, or like on Warzone, you can use these right here. And then last but not least, you have 4 custom buttons. So you can actually use these to basically like set presets. So if you want to get like a sound off of YouTube or off the internet, and let's say you want to just have this as like a soundboard, you can use that. Now, I don't have anything set so far. I didn't take the time to actually set that, but you do have the option to do that with this. And then what you can also do is you can record your own voice, your own sound phrases, or anything like that. And the only thing to do is just press it and it will just do it for you. And so that's pretty much it when it comes to this mixer. I do think that this is actually a pretty cool device. You get a lot of features for it for just the price point being roughly around $50. And on top of that, it makes your microphone sound really, really good straight out of the box. Like I actually want to do a sound comparison, just taking the XLR connector out of here and just using a USB connector, so that way you guys can actually tell the difference. And so this is what the FiFine AM8 USB dynamic microphone sound like just with the USB connection. So as you can tell, I do not have the XLR cable connected to the back of the microphone. And so this is the AM8 USB dynamic microphone with the XLR cable connected to the back of the microphone, which is being routed into the SC3 gaming audio mixer. And as you can tell, there is a huge difference in the sound quality straight out of the box. No filters, not any type of adjustments added, just the XLR cable being attached to the microphone. It's a very, very big difference. Let me know if you guys can actually hear it down in the comments below. And so the only problem that I would say that I have with this mixer is the sliders. So moving the sliders up and down actually feels okay. It feels pretty good. But the issue is that it's wobbly. So like me just moving the sliders left and right, I can actually feel it wobbling, and it feels like it's gonna fall off if I do it like a little too hard. So you definitely be a little bit careful with that if you decide to get this mixer. But other than that, I think that this is a fantastic mixer, especially for beginners who's just looking to get into audio interfaces to spice up your audio quality for gaming, podcasting, or even for your live streams. And so with that being said, that's really all that I have for you guys today. And so if you made it to the end, and if you like these kind of videos, then make sure you give this a big fat thumbs up. Make sure you guys go ahead and smash that subscribe button, as well as turning on post notifications, so that way you do not miss a single video that gets posted up on this channel. And if you guys actually want to look at the review that I've done for the AM8 microphone, then make sure you guys go ahead and you click on this video right here, and I'll catch you guys in the comments down below, as well as in the next video. Have a wonderful day, guys.